I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Hello everybody, so I'm using my mic again with my phone, and let's just get straight into this Frank Tufano video. Okay, here we go.
What's up? How are you guys today? We're gonna do a quick day of eating because honestly, after still not being able to afford an assistant and doing YouTube for 7 years, I'm tired of being in front of a camera every day, but we'll just be in front of a camera for...
Then stop filming what I eat in a day and stop doing YouTube then. I think the real reason you're doing YouTube is because you aren't succeeding in your meat business. Love that for you.
less of a period of time. I'm thinking Korea now, guys. I'm thinking I get a flight to Seoul, Korea. We drive like 2-3 hours out into the country and we find a tall Korean farm girl to tie me up.
Oh my mother freaking god, if I have to freaking hear this. Ugh. Shut up. I am so sorry if I blew your ears out, but yeah. Just shut up. No one freaking cares about your stupid girl fetish. Nobody cares. You know what? That just makes girls not want you even more. Shut up.
In her barn, you know? And maybe that'll be fun for a week or two, and then I gotta come back and run my business.
You know why you're this desperate? Because you're so depressed because of your diet. Your diet is making you depressed. That's what it is. Your diet is making you depressed. You're eating way too many omega-6s. You're eating way too much sugar. And all carbs are sugar. All carbs. It doesn't matter what kind of carbs. No, it's all sugar. And you know what happens in the liver when you eat sugar? There's fructose in the sugar. What happens to the fructose? Where does it go, Frankie? Where does it go? How does it get processed? In the... You learned this when you were carnivore. Where does it get processed? Tick tock, tick tock. That's right, the liver! Good job! Sorry, I got like a Dora the Explorer kind of vibe just then when I did the tick tock, tick tock.
This is what... That's where my brain's at today. However, we have prepared breakfast, so let me show you guys what's up. So our pancake experiment's have been going well. I will do a recipe for you guys tomorrow.
Why do you put your face right into the mic? I can't control mine, but it sounds like you're putting your face right up here. I am sorry, guys. This mic, I can't really control it. If I turn it down too low, then the balance will be off.
On the
balance probably already is off, but there's only so much I can do.
Pancakes, Iberico pork breakfast sausage that we've been...
You eat like a child, you act like a child, you talk like a child. You are a child, buddy. Grow up and start eating your carnivore foods again, because at least when you were carnivore, you were a little more grown up in the way you acted.
Having as our source of protein in the morning. Honestly, I usually do 1.5. Even one is okay. Sometimes I can't finish the 2 whole sausages, but you know, we did sell out of the fatty...
Because you're shoving all that extra crap down your gut and filling your gut up with too much fiber, so you can't get enough of the nutrition that you actually need because your gut is stretching too much.
Sausages on Frankie's free range meat. So now we only have the lean breakfast sausage and the lean plain sausage, which are a bit more expensive because the leaner meat is expensive, but maybe we'll have them back in a month or two for you.
Yeah, cool tip for those who need to cut down and you still want to eat meat. Eat the fattier meat. And if you don't have a gallbladder, take some bile salts.
Guys, so we have our high quality protein, amino acids. We have our high quality starch and fiber, feed the gut bacteria.
It doesn't detox the liver. You don't want to feed that gut bacteria because guess what's going to happen? You're gonna bloat up like a balloon. Humans are not supposed to bloat up like a balloon. And you're even gonna act like a balloon, leaking out from all kinds of ends. And it's not necessarily gonna be pleasant in any way, shape, or form, no matter how it comes out. I am in pain just thinking about bloating up like that. You're not detoxing the liver. You are feeding fructose into your liver and making it fattier.
Detox the liver. Some apple left over last night, just a little treat at the end.
See? You're not craving the apple as a treat. You're craving the pancakes as treats. You're eating the oats as treats. You got it reversed, buddy. If he was eating more paleo, I probably wouldn't bash him as much, but he's full on friggin' standard American diet now. So, no, I'm gonna bash that hardcore.
Are back on the water kefir grind as usual.
Water keeper! Full disclosure, I have a horrible addiction to kombucha. It is bad. It is bad. I can see why he likes water kefir, because it's kind of similar in that it has a culture in it, and it makes you... That's my only really big drawback, is I'm so... Oh, I love kombucha. I want some right now. It's like pulling at my core.
Just make it plain for myself, and I dilute it with equal parts water. You know, so when you guys
So water kefir, you need to even add more water. Interesting.
go
Tell me it's disgusting without telling me it's disgusting.
on the foods website and see, oh, the water kefir is $11. Well, it's so potent, you do half water kefir, half water, and that's what I usually do. I can't do the water kefir straight up with the meal. The water kefir grains are in the fridge. I got to grab those. We're going to wrap the meal up with a little bit of masticum, keep things moving.
Deplete your nutrition.
I will be taking 2 magnesium capsules and 1 zinc capsule with breakfast, and just a little bit of vitamin K2. These are my go-to lately. The K2, zinc, and magnesium. And we're gonna have a few tablespoons of water kefir grains with the meal as well. I keep these in the fridge just so I don't have to feed them, and to keep the flow.
Frankie, I need to talk to you about something. When we lost our power during Hurricane Fiona, it got extremely cold in the house. Extremely cold. To the point that when the power did come back, my parents had to feed the kombucha SCOBY all over again. It died. Not only died, but it went dormant. And we had to feed it again. It's no good at that point if you keep it cold like that. It won't live and thrive. It's dormant. It's not active anymore. You have to feed it again. Maybe it's a little different with kefir, but I don't think so. Oh, and there's a light in the fridge too. Make sure there's no light. You want it in complete darkness. Yeah. Yeah, it went dormant. So, we had to feed it all over again. Didn't smell right. I don't even think it looked right, according to my mom. So...
eyes off of them. Yeah, so nice balanced meal for liver detox. Keeping things...
Shut up about liver detox. You're not detoxing. You're destroying the liver. Liver destruction.
moving, everything's good. And
You don't sound good. You really, really don't. Where are you going to get mastic gum in South Korea? Do they have mastic gum there? Do they have Honey Crisp apples? Because maybe they do, but what if it's like $20 for a small pack? The equivalent of $20. Do they have the exact types of foods that you eat on the daily, buddy? Assuming you do move to South Korea, how are you going to get all the food you eat now? You said yourself you have to eat very specific things. Where are you going to find these in South Korea? And what if they only have fatty meat? Wah, wah.
I gotta go do a few hours of work today, and we'll come home and we'll show you guys something a little different for lunch. Everything you guys see in this video can be found on Frank Dash.
A little different for lunch, huh? Okay, so maybe he's just going to take it as, I got to just change things up a little bit again, even though he knows he's not actually healthy doing what he's doing.
.com, all the highest quality yet affordable foods, and you're supporting a local business that
You're not local, buddy, if you don't live where I live. Hello, I live in Canada.
only puts money back into the business. Hasn't paid himself in 4 years, so go figure.
Shut up. See, you know you're malnourished when you complain and complain and complain and complain and complain and complain and can never find the good in any form of activity, any life. Like my friend was like that. She's finally starting to lose weight, but that's not the best part. She's eating more whole food now. Before, she was eating a lot, and I mean a lot of junk food, a lot of peanut butter and crackers. Guess what? Same mentality. In fact, she was a downer to be around a lot of the time. I almost thought about unfriending her and not being with her anymore because all she did was complain. All she did was complain, and she'd make me scream at her sometimes, literally. I'd have to just scream at her, no, you have to do this because you're not healthy. You keep doing this and you keep doing that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. She's a lot better than she used to be. Frankie, eat. Eat food. Eat meat. Eat actual food. Stop eating food that has to come from a factory before you can actually eat it. Grains have to be... You don't know what's in it when they prepare the flour. Come on.
See you guys for lunch. All right, guys, we're home for lunch, and I'm going to try to act somewhat sane. I've just found out, might have been scammed about $5,000 in packaging material, but we'll save that for the vlog next week.
Isn't karma a beautiful thing?
But my enthusiasm the rest of today is going to be drastically different than
You never had any.
this morning. So before I left for work, I took out...
Before you laughed for work? The way he said it sounded like laughed. I know he said left, but it sounded like laughed.
The rice and pork I had left over from yesterday's lunch. So, yeah.
We going Japanese now? I thought we were going to South Korea. Oh, North Korea would be bad. You want to go off the grid? Go to North Korea, buddy. On second thought, no, they don't feed you meat there, so scratch that. Sorry. No. Okay. South Korea it is then. But they have internet there. I don't think you're allowed much internet in North Korea. I don't think they either they limit it or you don't have any. I don't know.
Yesterday, I had to go over early in the morning to cut up some beef. So I didn't have time to make any bread the past few days. So I just popped some rice in the rice cooker. This was what's left over. We got some Iberico pork loin steaks. I'm probably just going to put all of this in the pan, heat it up. I mean, this is too much rice. Probably like 2/3 of the rice. And the
I bet you'll eat the whole dang thing because you even said yourself, the grains help to detox the liver.
pork, and that's a pretty good ratio for me of carbs to protein. However, this meal is low in fiber.
Carbs, 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 carbs all day. Carbs, 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 carbs all day. Sorry.
So it's okay if it...
You don't need fiber. You're probably better off. You need nutrition. Fiber doesn't have any nutrition in it. I mean, eating like one ingredient food, like plant, like apples. Look, if he was, like I said, if he was more paleo, with like grain-free paleo, I'd be okay with it. Because I was grain-free paleo before I fully went keto. Like, I wasn't always keto. Excuse me. I would transition kind of between paleo and keto. So I always called myself for the longest time borderline paleo keto. And I thought I was okay, but I realized the fiber wasn't doing me justice, not even from the fruit. So I was like, you know what? I'm going more carnivore keto. So I call myself kind of keto carnivore. You know, not quite ketovore. Ketovore. I don't really know. I don't ketovore. I don't know. Maybe ketovore. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of call it keto carnivore. I like that better.
In the middle of the day, it's not the end of the world. But, before bed, I would definitely do quinoa or add some beans to this, or just add fiber to the meal in some way. But since we are having, plenty of water kefir, I'll grab a fresh bottle out of the fridge. And we're also going to have the water kefir grains. I just cover everything with a towel so the flies don't get to it. It warmed up a little bit here in PA this week, so flies are back.
Dude, it's freezing cold and I've got flies in here. What does that say about here?
We'll have plenty of
It's really cold here.
water kefir and water kefir grains to make sure that rice is getting digested.
I might have said it weird. My brain sometimes messes up and I say, like, I don't think through my words, but it's super cold here. Super cold, and the flies are here. They're still here. They're still here. Dude, I had one buzzing around me yesterday. Woke me up last night. Or the other night.
This is the new product. You guys might have seen the short yesterday. Natural collagen. I'll just show you guys. You know how most collagen powders are white. This is unprocessed grass-fed beef collagen. So that's on organsupplements.com if you guys want to try it out. Personally, I don't have a need for it.
Oh, snore fast. Good Lord, I could use a cocoa right now.
Because I have the collagen bone broth every day, which is from FrankieStrangeMeat.com. But with the popularity of collagen supplements and me coming across this, I did not seek this out. I found it by chance doing some
Oh, but don't tell Stephanie Keto Person you're using that.
other stuff. But that's what we have for you guys. Cool little product.
By the way, Dr. Cywis says never to do carnivore long term. Okay, Cywis. Answer me this. What's the difference between us and the Inuit? The foods that they eat are pretty much the same, except they're different animals. They're made of the same things, though. Fats, proteins, and carb. And maybe slight amounts of carbs if you count the collagen, which I don't... not collagen, glycogen, which I don't really count that as the same type of carb as, like, glucose and fructose and stuff. Their animals are made of the same things as ours. Maybe nutritionally they're a little different. What's wrong with being carnivore? How come the Inuit aren't suffering? And is Kelly Hogan suffering, Mr. Cywis? Is Robert Kiltz suffering? He doesn't eat carnivore the whole time. So I guess we can't count him, but I don't know if Kelly Hogan I don't know. I don't think we have to be carnivore long term if we don't want to be. But the fact that you're saying we shouldn't, I think that's completely wrong.
But yeah, back to my lunch. We're going to have the pork, the rice. I got to cut up a fresh apple as well. This has been sitting around a little too long.
Is this Korean and Japanese food here now? Is that why are you actually going to do this? Are you actually going to go to South Korea? I know Seoul is in South Korea, so yeah. Because the reason I know that, which is interesting, is one of my devices, I logged into it and it doesn't have location tracking in it. So when I logged in, my when I viewed the login history on that account, it said one of my devices was logged in from South Korea. Seoul, South Korea. I'm like, what?
This is like a really plain, basic liver detox lunch. And
It is not liver detox. Sorry, I'm very close. It is not liver detox. Stop saying liver detox. It's a liver destruction lunch. Stop saying detox. It is doing the very opposite. It is destroying it. The fructose, do you know what carbs break down into? Fructose and glucose. Good mother of God.
something that I
You are not the smartest nutritionist ever. I will say that right now.
feel a lot more comfortable with and enjoy more. But it is a little plain, it is a little bland. However, when I'm working myself, like half to
You can't talk right. I don't think your voice cracked this much when you were carnivore.
death, and I'm like starving, I don't care about how. Oh,
Wait.
more plain, it is a little bland. However, when I'm and something that I feel a lot more comfortable with and enjoy more. But it is a little plain, it is a little bland. However, when I'm working myself like half to death.
You wouldn't be working yourself half to death if you were carnivore. I had to go back because I missed a little bit of something, so.
And I'm like starving, I don't care about how the food tastes. When I'm a bit more relaxed and I have like a somewhat normal work schedule, I enjoy having the bread and making the food taste good and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, this is
So you eat for pleasure. Of course. What is with people and eating for pleasure? What is with people and eating for only pleasure? Why? Why? I never saw food that way. My dad told me, even from when I was a kid, we have to eat, otherwise we will die if we go too long without food, right? We will go too long without we go too long without food, we will die. Food we need to eat. Food. So when he told me that, I believed this right from the start, that food was only meant to keep us alive. It was never meant to make us happy. It was never meant to drown out emotions. Those emotions will still be there when you stop eating.
this will be fine. Oh, the pancake mix this morning we had, it was next to my sourdough starter for like 2 days, so it ended up getting sour. So
What? I thought you were supposed to cover that kind of stuff. How the heck would that happen? If the sourdough starter is covered. What? Blech.
I didn't enjoy I told you guys in like the last day of eating, I don't like sourdough pancakes. They're like, it's not sweet, it's sour. It's not, I want to have cake for breakfast. But I'm going to have to remake
You see what I mean? How old are you, really?
that with, because I'm not eating that again. This is gross. This is gross. It's gross. I'll see you guys for dinner.
You can't even speak a full sentence without pausing. What is going on? Why is his brain glitching so much?
All right, guys.
Carbs. Spoiler alert. I already spoiled the answer for you. It's carbs.
So I'm like completely disgusted with this business situation. I'm sick to my stomach. So I'm not eating dinner. It was up to me. If I could actually sleep when I didn't eat, I probably wouldn't eat for about a week. So,
See what karma does to you, buddy? Pushing your crap onto everybody. Now your business is suffering. Huh? You see? See what I mean about people doing bad things and getting their karma? And I'm not wishing death, okay? I don't wish death on people. So don't even come for me for that. Don't even come for me for that. Oh, you're wishing death and harm on people. No, just the consequences they deserve, and I believe this is appropriate for him. His business is suffering, and until he turns things around, because I think people are seeing through the BS and they don't want to support him anymore. They're seeing through it. You're not benefiting from this at all. Or the people who went carnivore, they're all benefiting, and they're like, dude, I know you're not doing good, so I'm not even going to buy your meat. Sorry.
I'm just gonna show you guys what I was gonna have. So we got the udon noodles here. In the fridge, we have two purees. One is our typical white bean puree, which is, you guys can't even really see it with the lighting in here. It's just, a beige puree, the white cannellini beans with the organic artichokes and some organic onions and garlic mixed in there. And I also have something new that I've been doing. This is just a homemade cream of mushroom puree.
I think the other reason he's sick to his stomach is literally because he is. The rice, all of that carbs, like the Kraft dinner that I used to have, I'm pretty sure that's just pure carbs. Rice is also pure carbs, especially the stuff that he had. I'm fairly certain it's pure carbs. So when you eat all of that stuff, you can feel really sick to your stomach for hours and hours, and it just does not feel good. So I think he could actually literally really be sick to his stomach because that is just ugh.
I'll do half of that with half of that. Adds, nice mushroom complex flavor. And then over here is just some Iberico pork tenderloin that I was going to have for the protein in the noodles. So,
What happened to beef? What happened to beef? Where's your beef?
just a big bowl with the purees, added it with the pork tenderloin. Nice bowl of tasty pasta. And then on the table for dinner, we do the masticum with the meal. And the difference is I do a little less water kefir with dinner. So instead of having, most of the bottle as I do with the other meals, I have maybe like...
I think this business thing is also why he's not been sleeping, because he's been pushing like lean meat. I'm sorry guys about the whole like comments not being seen and stuff. I like, it's really weird navigating the YouTube studio. So I'm sorry I just got back to some of your comments then. It's awkward for me. It is awkward. So, yeah.
60% of the bottle, but that's really it. And then, of course, just the one Honeycrisp apple. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for joining me. I mean, this whole situation today is a pretty good example of how all these years of me doing my business has been. It's very hard to kind of, maintain your composure and keep the YouTube consistent and, because you're basically performing. And if shit isn't going well, it's one thing if you're like on a stage or at work for a few hours, but when you have to do it day in, day out, every single day and be consistent, it's just whatever, completely over it at this point. So if you guys want to go to frank-defile.com, you will see all of my kind of interesting businesses where I have all of these products from Frankie's Free Range Meat to Frankie's Free Range Foods, organ supplements, Wi-Fi shielding, Frankie's Naturals, a few new things that you guys saw in this video. But everything, all the foods are available. So whether you want, the oatmeal and the pancake mix, we have that on the foods website. All the meat, the breakfast sausage is still available on the meat website. We got for lunch, the white rice is available on the foods, and we even have the pork on the meat website. Guys, every single thing is basically available. So frank-defile.com. Thank you guys for supporting me. We'll see. Maybe we'll do a video over the weekend.
What kind of ending was that? What? Wow. What the heck is going on? I wonder if he's actually I wonder if he actually got sick. Because I never saw that level of brain fog in my life from him wow. The ending was just, my brain even went a little woo, woo. Like it just felt like it was just spinning. Like a disc spinning, never really stopping. Everything just, listening to him near the end, my brain even started going a bit weird. What was that? I do wonder if he actually got sick. Huh. Wow. How are you the smartest nutritionist ever if you can't even get your diet straight? Just that I do need the answer to. You can't even get your diet straight. You're always changing things around. I'm not always changing things around. Sometimes I'll add or remove things, but they're always usually pretty much the same things that I add back or remove. Right? You're always changing. This meat's not good enough, so I need to do this kind of meat now. That meat's not good enough, so I got to go back to this one. This meat is, or these plants I need to change up and go to these ones. Oh my Lord. Anyways, guys, thank you for bearing with me and dealing with my leaning into the mic and everything. But yeah, I think Frankie needs a lot of help. And I hope he gets it, because I don't think he's doing so well right now. And until he stops pushing his ideologies onto people, he's gonna continue suffering like this. People are not buying his meat anymore because they don't like the lean stuff. They don't want the lean stuff. Yes, he sells fattier stuff, but I didn't hear anything about fatty steaks anywhere, fatty beef. I don't even know if he sells beef anymore. But he's not doing good. Let's hope he finally realizes like his liver isn't getting any better and in fact getting worse, until he makes a change. And that change will have to be taking out all the fructose, which means taking out all the carbs. So I'll see you guys in the next one. And I hope you liked this. And I hope I finally sound a little bit better at least. Okay. Well, bye guys.